to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it. But I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table.
Just because it comes in a can doesn't mean it's alcohol, you fool.
Javier just assumes everything's alcohol because he only buys alcohol. It was even more catchy.
Start the show. We got to start the show.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got a show for you here on episode 187.
187, bitch.
Actually, I think it might be 188.
It is.
It is
188,
yeah. It's 188.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky
Panther!
Hi.
So it's been a minute since we've been together, boys.
2 weeks.
It's been 2
It's
weeks
been 2 weeks.
So
since I fucked you.
in the mouth.
Nope.
Since
not
I
doing
found
that.
out that I bukkake in your face, then. Hey,
Teresa's out there on the chat correcting me. Thank
Hi.
you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
You know, we missed out on an opportunity on 187, though. Because it's like
817.
817, 187. Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So is this the
Happens to be my screen name.
is this the CD Lamb episode then?
88.
188?
Get the snares on the 808. Wheezy baby got a what?
So tell me about the CD Lamb character.
What?
So
No one cares. No one knows. No one watches football anymore.
At this point, yeah, we're watching now just to play what's the game.
What's the
Get Blitz.
game? Get Blitz.
Get Blitz.
That's the only reason you want to watch football now.
And
And the Dallas Cowboys.
In fact, I feel like it'll allow you to digest the Cowboys just a little bit easier.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
honest with you. It does make it a little bit better. But I'll tell you what, like on Sunday's game, I said, hey, Sarish, we're going to change this to a movie. Monday. We're going to change this as soon as we throw an interception or we fumble. Well, I didn't watch much of the game, just to be clear. I did not watch much
That was
of the
very
game.
quick. I actually told somebody that at work today, what you said to us, and they immediately came to the same conclusion. It's like, so he didn't watch long at all. I was like,
No. I watched less than a quarter. It was pretty quick.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, it was a Monday night. It was either that or watch Gilmore Girls again.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I gotta keep watching. I know it's bad.
You got to keep watching Gilmore Girls.
I gotta watch.
Yeah.
We're on season 6 right now. Rory's mom just got back with her dad.
Spoiler alert.
It's been out for like 15 years. So if you haven't watched Gilmore Girls, actually, I think 24 years. As a matter of fact,
it's an old show.
it's pre 9/11. That show. Pre 9/11.
No, it was not.
It was pre 9/11.
And it always comes.
Really?
Did they do a 9/11 episode
You know, no, I don't think too
Is
many.
there any show that did a 9/11 episode?
where they're like sitting there and like, oh my gosh, they just hit the first tower.
Like a real somber episode
Yeah.
out of nowhere?
I
Like
think
some
Sesame
comedy?
Street did one. I think Sesame Street did.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT. That's actually a really good question.
I will say this: I'm surprised Frasier didn't have one because their creator died in one of the planes.
Really?
Into the hijacked planes. Fun fact. Not fun fact.
Not fun fact.
I mean, it's a fact. It's a very sad fact.
I still find it crazy that Seth MacFarlane was.
and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Both of them
both
meant to be on the airplanes.
Uh-huh.
If Marky Mark was on one of them, he would have taken the terrorists down.
We wouldn't have gotten Entourage.
That's
He
also
created
true.
Entourage. Entourage is based on Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't have gotten it.
In a parallel universe, who would Entourage be based off of? Like some other universe, like Christopher Walken.
Oh,
That would
What?
Could you imagine like Entourage? It's in some other universe. It's Christopher Walken that's based off of in his Entourage.
That'd be pretty legit.
That would be pretty legit.
So I found the episodes, the shows that I said, what famous shows had a 9/11 episode? Of course, West Wing.
well, it wasn't a 9/11. It was just the episode was like terrorism based.
But it was 3 weeks after it happened.
Yeah.
So
I remember
season
the
3, episode 1, called Isaac and Ishmael.
Yeah.
Do you think those writers already had it written that it was going to be terrorist based and they just ran it, or do you think they just had to like?
Or do you think that they knew?
They're like,
the way this episode was kind of written, it was kind of like not part of any of the other episodes.
So it's like a pivot moment where it's like, okay, we've got to hurry up and write this, get this shot. Yeah.
Then there's an episode, Law and Order, season 12, episode 1, Who Let the Dogs Out? Not directly talking about 9/11, but they did have like a title card dedicating the season to the victims of 9/11.
Yeah.
3, Rescue Me. I don't even know what that show is.
Oh, it's that whole show is just
it's good up until like the 3rd season.
But it said it was deeply influenced by 9/11.
The whole show is just he's a survivor.
But it's oh man, what is his name?
He's
Dennis O'Leary.
Dennis O'Leary.
Dennis O'Leary's got it's Chicago fires. It's like or not
New York.
It's New York, New York fire, FDNY.
When his brother died in the towers.
Chicago Fire is its own show.
Chicago Fire is its own show. It's a really Rescue Me is a good show.
The problem that I had with Rescue Me, much like a lot of these TV shows, you're gonna have some advertisement, right?
Yeah.
But it got to the point to where it's like they pull up on scene of a car wreck, and it's like, oh, she was driving a Volkswagen,
and drinking a Red Bull.
She's driving a
vodka.
Volkswagen Tiguan. I hear that's one of the safest vehicles out there. That's why she survived.
She would have died if she wasn't driving the Volkswagen Tiguan.
And then there was a whole vitamin water one. They get done fighting a fire, and they're like, oh, you got to drink this vitamin water. It's got all the essential vitamins and everything that you need to replenish after fighting a fire.
I remember when the show Heroes. Do you remember the show The Heroes?
Yes.
Yeah. And they were like going all out on the like Nissan Altima or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nissan Versa.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the
somebody stole my Nissan Versa.
Yeah.
I remember. Hayden Panettiere had the...
I was like, this is weird. That was the first time I ever noticed that there was like a plug.
It was so
in
bad.
A show, and they said it so many times. And I'm like, is this a thing?
Gilmore Girls do the same thing.
Really?
With the Toyota Prius. They're like, it's what Leonardo DiCaprio drives. It's a new electric car. Because, the dad from Richie Rich is on that show.
Yeah.
Is like, we got you a hot Toyota Prius because it's electric. It's a hybrid.
A few more on here. Third Watch, Friends, Frasier. But most of these, Sopranos, NCIS, Blue Bloods, a lot of these were not direct 9/11 episodes, more so like a in memorandum type thing. Like,
Yeah, but we get on this 9/11 talk a lot. It's because of Javier, but
it's always
I've seen these videos where it's like people are like,
oh, 9/11 bar over there in Hewlin, right by the Academy Sports and Outdoors.
There's a 9/11 bar?
What?
Yeah, Meredith Jacqueline.
Yeah.
She is the one that posted about the 9/11 bar.
No.
Yeah, she posted like there's a bar.
Boys, y'all do anything Saturday?
Hey, you want to go to the 9/11 bar?
Shit.
I think we need to go to 9/11 bar before we have her on.
I got nothing going on.
But she said it's a part of what is the restaurant that was over here on Camp Bowie? The Mexican restaurant?
Mexican Inn, the one you used to work at?
No. I think the Fitzgerald's there now, but
well, I remember it being a sushi spot.
It's Rio Mambo. It's Rio Mambo. Rio Mambo
okay.
opened that on 9/11, and they have like a timeline of like Rio Mambo opens on 9/11, and to the shock and dismay of whatever. Anyways, she posted it one time when she was here in Fort Worth, and she said it's a bar, like the 9/11 bar. And I was like, "Holy fuck,
that's wild!
That's crazy."
So we need to go to the 9/11 bar.
No, I want to show now because I think we're that far off now to where you could have the show where the people are sitting there and you get the reaction like they're watching TV or whatever. Or
the meme now is
that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, the second tower just hit.
Yeah, they need a show with that, and then and for us millennials who lived through that, we're gonna be like, "Oh man, I remember that."
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that are joking about it now never actually like lived through that shit.
Yeah,
no, yeah, they're kids.
How come they get to joke about it? How come they make it okay to joke about it?
Look, man.
Oh, we get to joke about JFK.
Okay, good point.
So we have JFK.
Touche.
And the Zennials or whatever now have RFK that they're not allowed to make fun of.
Hey, you. Yeah, you listening, watching, whatever it is you're doing. Stop what it is you're doing and listen to my voice right now. Unless you're driving, just keep driving and continue to listen. We got a few things to talk to you about tonight. One, If you're not already doing so, please make sure you follow us on Instagram. That way you can stay up to date with all of our upcoming shows, our events, giveaways, and more. You can find us on Instagram at The Funky Panther. That's where we're going to be most of the time. 2, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll really go a long way in helping us grow the channel. We're really wanting to kind of fly up there when it comes to our YouTube subscribers. So subscribe, like, comment. It really, really, really help us out. And 3, let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. Message us on Instagram. Call us at the TFP Hotline Bling. And I know when that hotline bling. At 817-677-0408. And again, just let us know how we're doing. Did we do something well? Did we do something bad? What did Javier do to piss you off today? We want to hear from you, so let us know. And have a wonderful day. Stay good.
I don't know. Did you ever? I'm a sucker for history.
Shrimp.
I'm a sucker for shrimp too. And I'm a sucker for a good book. I haven't read in like 20 years.
I was about to say, when is the last time you read?
I think the last thing I read was like Twilight, like Breaking Dawn.
Nice.
Those were good books. And also, the Hunger Games books were good too.
Yes, Christy, I'm a Yellowstone extra tonight.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He was over there.
Definitely looks like it.
Yeah, I was going to say that they were shooting over there. We do not joke about JFK.
I turned 39 and I bought a hat.
It's a nice hat. It's a lovely hat.
Is that a birthday hat? Is that what that is?
Yes, a birthday hat to myself.
Happy belated birthday,
very
my
much.
dude.
Thank
So
you.
speaking of which, let's just go ahead and jump into what we all did the past 2 weeks. So let's start with the birthday boy. Birthday boy, how was the 2 weeks?
I did nothing for most of the 2 weeks, and then we went on a trip to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, over this last weekend. Have either one of y'all been?
Yeah,
I don't know if I have.
I was there a couple years ago.
You need to go.
Yeah.
You like walking outside.
I'm
you
a
like
fan.
seeing the cities and stuff like
You
that.
like man butt.
You like man butt.
I did like the Tyson fight.
So they've got a bunch of. So it's built basically on the side of a hill, or side of a mountain, really, and all the streets just kind of wind down this mountain.
They do.
It's kind of like Jerome.
Okay, yeah.
How it starts out, but bigger, like much bigger.
I was confused with that because the house we were staying at, like you said, it's up on a going up a whatever.
7 hours?
Yeah, 7-hour drive.
Holy shit!
About 6.5.
I was thinking like, Texarkana is only 3 hours. It
No,
can't be
if
that
you use
far.
Waze, I'm sorry, I just burped and it's gonna smell.
It's okay. I'm drinking this now, and I've been
got
doing
them broccoli
bourbon.
burps there.
I like scarf down my food in between work, so I've got it all
Yeah, so
bunkered in my stomach.
it's it's a really cool town. There's a lot of Texans there, and it's very when you think of Arkansas, you don't think it's very diverse, and it's not.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that I saw one black person the entire time we were there, and one person that might be mixed.
okay.
Outside of that, they're very diverse. They're very welcoming to the gay community. There was pride flags everywhere. Almost every house had a Harris Walls thing, which is something you don't expect in Arkansas.
No, I wouldn't have expected that.
But so everything's on this hill. So like everywhere you walk, for the most part, you're having to go uphill. It feels like, even if you're going downhill, it feels like you're going uphill. But it's a really cool town. They've
Why'd
got,
y'all decide on that one?
so Jessie's friend, one of her friends, they go there a lot, and they was like, "Oh, you should check it out." And so she was
Nice.
like, "Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Sure." I've never been to Eureka Springs.
Yeah.
Eureka!
So we go up there, and they have the there's a Crescent. It's called the Crescent Hotel, and it's actually been featured on like world's most haunted like hotels
Is
or
it haunted by
attractions.
crescent
whatever.
rolls?
Yes.
Or a
But
baker?
it's got a fucked up story behind it. So there was this guy named Norman Baker who
He was a baker. I just said, was he a baker?
he was a baker
sure
in the sense
is.
of his last name was Baker. but Norman Baker decided to open up a hospital, as one might call it, that cures cancer.
Okay.
And so that's what he led on that whole thing, that I can cure cancer. We've got the cure. They opened one up in Kansas, and then they opened this one up at the Crescent Hotel. It turned into a hospital, and it's at the highest peak of the mountain on Eureka Springs, this tallest spot. And tons of people died, and he could not cure cancer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
like
was-
a Dr. Death situation?
Kind of. They were injecting people with this stuff called Formula Number 5 that had like carbolic acid and some other stuff in there. And so what he would say is that nobody died at his place. Well, what they would do is, A, if they died, they would just sneak them out. B, they would say, "Oh, you're cured," and put them on a train and send them off, and people would die on the train, or people would die shortly after getting home. So it was really, really just fucked up individual. He ended up getting in trouble. He fled to Mexico, opened up another hospital, doing the same thing there. Had a radio station where he talked shit about the American Medical Association, and it was broadcasting so strong from Nuevo Leon, I think is where it was. You could hear it in Alaska. Like
what the hell?
The FCC didn't have any regulatory practices back then, I guess, or in Mexico,
right?
And so they just cranked that shit up.
Wow.
Well, he ends up like going to jail. He has to serve some time. Gets out. His girlfriend at the time, he'd given all his money to. Well, she like went and used it or whatever. Met some new guy, got with him. The judge awarded the new guy a third of the money that was left over. The girlfriend got to keep a third of it, and then Norman Baker got to keep a third. So then he tries to go back to Kansas. He's like, "Hey, I'm back. Look at me." And they're like, "We don't want you here." So he ends up going to Florida. He gets on a boat at some point, and he dies of cancer.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So talk about karma. Anyways, the hotel's fucking haunted. Right? The hotel's haunted. Like I had an incident.
Okay.
Spooky.
I had an incident. Now
here we go, Javier. Are you prepared?
You got to.
He got a hand job from a ghost.
I
This
didn't-
is the situation we talked about. He had a drape with a hole in the back.
Yep.
The ghost gave him analingus.
I wish that was all that.
How was the analingus?
It was great.
Analingus.
Kind of chilly.
It was kind of a spiritual event.
It was. So we do this haunted. We do a haunted tour. It's at like 10:00 at night, and we go through this whole thing, and they're telling us to take pictures and stuff like that. And I actually took a picture, and I think I might have caught something on my camera.
This is jizz, wasn't it?
It was,
I'm sorry.
but we end up
it's
going.
just the fucking
I think they call it ectoplasm.
ectojism.
We
I like yours better. It's more family friendly.
we end up. So they take us down to where the morgue was, and it's a small room, and I'm standing up. It's kind of like it's lined like a shed. It's got like basically like the metal like roof material, only it's on the walls. And so I'm standing there. Jesse's here. There's some people in the group that are next to me and kind of forward, but there's nothing directly behind me except for maybe this much space between me and the wall. And we're sitting there, and dude, I started feeling like really like nauseated. Like I started not feeling good. I didn't I just felt like crap. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I felt zapped. I felt like shit.
Yeah.
And I'm about to take some pictures, and I swear something grabbed the back of my arm and pulled my shirt. I mean, like you see on the camera, they were pulling it. It was pulling it like that.
Was that the shirt you were wearing?
Like, no, I wasn't wearing the shirt. But it wasn't like something I brushed up against. It literally like something squeezed and was tugging on my shirt. It was the weirdest sensation, and I was just like froze. And I looked. There's nothing there. Jesse's here. There's the wall, and there's a little like kind of a door thing over here, and that's it. I have no idea what happened.
That's wild.
They say Eureka Springs is a magnet basically because it's limestone and it's got a shit ton of springs. Springs.
Oh, I'm thinking you're thinking metal springs.
Yeah.
I'm like, those aren't natural.
Natural springs going through like
okay.
So like Basin Spring, and they have a bunch of other springs.
Yeah.
And so they say between the water and the limestone, it's a natural spiritual magnet
between the windows and the walls.
That's from what I hear. That's where the sweat drops off your balls.
It does.
And then all the bitches crawl.
They do. They actually do.
It was cool though. I want to stay at the hotel.
Okay.
I say,
are you available to stay at the?
Yeah, you can stay at the hotel. Yeah, so it's a function.
Stupid expensive.
It depends.
I
yeah.
bet you it's stupid expensive.
So like Jesse was looking at it for the weekend. It was going to cost like $1,000.
Cool.
So it's quite a bit. But to spend one night, like we could totally go up there and get an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And spend one night in the Crescent Hotel.
It could be like a Ghostbusters situation.
Yeah, they have the.
I'm an adult virgin. Yeah, you know.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yes. That's pretty cool though.
But yeah, so we did that, and man, I had some of the best cocktails I think I've ever had at.
Not what I thought he was going to say.
No, me neither.
What did you think he was going to
I
say?
had the best cock this weekend. It was ghost cock.
Had the best tail this weekend.
Hey-o.
Tell us.
I had so great cocktails at this place called Local Flavor. So we ate at the two best restaurants in Eureka Springs. They had
CC's Pizza and
they had the Grotto Wine Cave.
Okay.
And so that it's really cool because it's they've got an entrance on one level because, like I said, it kind of the whole street's like zigzags. It's it's like a Lombardi Street or whatever, only bigger and zigzags down.
Yeah.
So whenever you go into the grotto where you eat at, it's actually like only like 3 walls, and then the back wall just is in the side of the mountain.
Oh shit! That's
and so
cool.
it's like you're in an actual cave. Like there's courts and shit like that. You can see.
Cool.
Great food there, and then Local Flavor was another good one. So I had old fashioned at the grotto. It was decent. It was good. It wasn't the best old fashioned I've ever had, but it was good. Local Flavor though, I got this. It was called the Slow Boat to China.
That sounds kind of racist.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that name.
And it had I don't know what all was in it, but it had a float of cab wine in it.
Cabernet
Sauvignon.
Was it like the
cream of some young guy?
Yes.
Sorry.
Was it like the Thompson's drink where they float the? Was it kind of like whiskey sour?
But it wasn't.
Egg white.
It was. Man, I should have looked it up. It was delicious though. It was really good. I had 2 drinks. Was pretty. What's up? You seen ghosts?
Is it me? No, I just saw a flash of light on the screen. It was weird.
Oh, this light sometimes flashes.
Oh, okay.
Teresa asked, "Is Gaskin's Cabin still the spot there?"
I don't know. I didn't see anything called Gaskin Cabin or Gaskin's Cabin.
Pretty sweet name though.
Or whatever. Yeah, we didn't see that, but tons of shops, tons of things to go look at, tons of places to eat.
Is it kind of like remember when we were in Tennessee and we were at the Jack Daniel's distillery? Is it kind of like a town like that? Because we stayed in the house. We were just getting drunk and high.
I mean,
we didn't leave.
No, it's not quite,
for a bachelor party.
It's not quite. It's not quite like Tennessee.
No.
But
you're the only 10 I see.
No, it's I don't know.
Tim.
It's a
His name's
city.
Tim.
Tim, I see.
Yeah. I highly recommend going. They've got Turpentine is up there. It's a big cat rescue, and they have over 100 of Joe Exotic's cats.
Oh shit!
Up there, so you can go see all his, and not the big cats though, all his little cats.
Can I just say something?
No, I'm just kidding. He's got all the tigers.
It's like, why would they? He had little cats.
So the flash that you're talking about, I could have sworn I saw it here, over here. Oh, okay, yeah. It's okay.
Chrissy saw the flash too, so I'm not going crazy.
No,
but I thought that it was like a white flash on the screen, like it looked.
Well, see, and then I see see.
Yeah, but I saw it on the screen. Like I didn't see it on the side of my eye. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back on this video.
Dude,
and see
I'm telling you, like something might have followed me home.
Mark it. That was about 23 minutes.
I'm telling you, something might have followed me home. But that's what I ended up doing. We drove up there, drove back. The drive up there was not bad at all. The drive back really sucked. Once we got into back into Fort Worth, Dallas area, it was quite miserable.
Driving sucks, man. I don't mind driving when there's no traffic.
Yeah,
I love the open road. I keep saying that I hate driving. I hate traffic with a passion.
If you didn't have to drive,
yeah,
like the vehicle was just doing it itself, would it make like having to ride in traffic bearable?
Yes, 100%.
It's like what they say.
That stop and go, like the stress, and I feel like my mind is so concentrated on the road that like by the time I get to work, I'm brain dead, and then by the time I get home, I'm really brain dead. I can't.
It's like with any trip, it's not the going.
It's the coming.
It's the coming. The coming is always the worst.
Okay, McFly. I mean
McDougal.
I know.
We'll call you McDougal. McLovin.
Shit.
McDougal. Who the fuck is McDougal?
McDougal's the one.
I don't know. McGruber.
No, isn't McDougal the one from? No, that's Doyle. McDoyle.
Rules.
Doyle. Doyle rules.
Then you got the McPoyles on
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny. Yeah.
We got just like on a.
I don't know.
All right.
So that's good, man. I'm really glad you enjoyed your birthday.
It was a good birthday.
Good.
39.
39.
Last year
Are you
in
the
the
first? Are you the
30s.
first 39er? Of the younger guys?
Yeah, that graduated with us.
All the old Jesus and Noel and all those old bitches.
And then we got Roy next. And then,
Roy's,
and then you.
yeah, Roy's at the
End of December.
20-something of December.
20th.
And I'm not, no, Danny was No, Danny's in.
Danny's the youngest.
Danny's the youngest.
He just turned 30.
What a
38.
bitch! What a bitch!
Yeah.
I just turned 38.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
Chad just turned 38.
Hey, you're a bitch too. Oh, baby back
at
bitch.
the end of the
I have no hair on my pubes. On my balls.
It ends up being Chad, Danny, and
Chase, right?
No. Chad. I'm saying Chad, Danny, and Andrew all have birthdays pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's getting old. We're closer to death, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So that's good, man. Anything else? Anything else fun that you did, or
No. Well, I mean, I spent the money after our conversation last week and bought an Oculus, or bought a Quest 3S.
Woo.
And have been playing the shit out of that, and I'm gonna tell you, it gets weird. I felt like I was back. For those that used to play old school Call of Duty, I felt like I was back in the old school Call of Duty lobbies.
A lot of racism.
There was a lot of racism happening
shit.
on the big screen app.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was interesting. In fact, I came across a room today that was called "Proud to be White."
So those are the rooms you need to stay away from, Tim. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You
Like,
can create your own rooms, right?
you're making these things happen
I didn't get
by
on there.
accessing these rooms.
I didn't access it. I'm saying I didn't access it. I'm just saying that I got on there, and one of the rooms was "Proud to be White," and I'm like,
I think they meant American. Proud to be
no.
American.
I went ahead and accessed it.
Oh,
I wanted
said you did. And
I
you're like,
wanted
no, I
to.
didn't.
I wanted to hear, and it was just they were playing Fox News on the screen.
Oh,
God.
God.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. And then the guest host or the host or whatever came up to my character and was like, I need you to talk, I guess, to try to make sure I'm white.
No.
So I left. I promptly left, and I'm not allowed back in that room.
That is wild.
Yeah. So and it's not ran by. So Big Screen's just it's an app. It's not part of Meta or anything. It's like
Right. It's like Zynga. You can do anything.
Right. And so people are they create all sorts of rooms. Like I was on there and like scrolling through the different rooms, and they had one where they were watching football. Mm-hmm. They had the Cowboys game on. Then there was another one, and these rooms, they look like you're in they could be like a theater room or whatever, or it could be like a living room or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they had one that was the Cowboys game, but then they had nudes scrolling on the left hand side of the screen. So I'm like, it's kind of like you're at a strip club watching the football game, I guess. I don't know.
Nice.
But they had just random stuff like that. But then they had people playing like Top Gun and different movies.
I was watching Transformers 1 on one of the rooms.
Yeah, so you can jump in. It's like being in a movie theater.
A lot of porn in these rooms?
Occasionally.
Somewhat. But I will say, like, you're talking about big screen, like we also on Poker VR.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are children. They can't be older than 10.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be older than 10, but they're saying the N-word. They're just saying the N-word over and over and over.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And everyone else, obviously, you have mics on there on the Oculus or the Meta Quest Pro, Meta Quest 3.
Yeah.
And like you can talk back. And I got off. Sorry.
Bunch of 10-year-olds.
I turned my mic on, and I was just going in on this kid. I was like, "You're a fucking piece of shit. Like, fuck you. Who the fuck? You're a fucking child. You don't know what the fuck." I was just going off on him, and he left the room. But these kids, like,
Yeah, it's wild.
dude, it's fucking
I
crazy.
want to say
man.
that's one of the main reasons I don't play video games and shit like that anymore, is because of the fact that you're getting defeated by kids that are talking shit, but also there's like this level of non-understanding about the world. Maybe we did it too. We probably did.
We did.
I'm sure
we
did.
We didn't say the N-word or anything like
but
that.
I'm sure we said things that were not
asshole.
great. But I just think that, like, I don't know if it's because of social media or TikTok or whatever. It's like being a screen warrior is completely okay.
Dude, I think the worst thing I said was go back in time and give your mother an abortion. I think that was the worst thing I ever said.
To
that kid?
To that kid.
Yeah. But the cool thing, though, and this is where I think, like Danny needs to get one. Danny needs one. Chase needs one.
We all need one.
We all need one.
We all have one. We all have one.
Yeah, I need to get the newer one.
We can set up a room and go into big screen and watch our bad movies and have bad movie night together without having to be in the same room. So people that are Zeus, it'd be great if Zeus got one.
Right,
like
in China.
He could join in,
awesome.
all the way from China.
All right, so I'll charge mine up and just kind of see if I like it, and if I do, then maybe I'll get the new one.
We'll just
I was using a remote desktop today, and so I've got I made a big screen because I want to apologize because I just got the last episode out today, and now I'm not working as much or in school as much. So we get episodes out in a timely manner.
Yeah, blame Tim. Everyone blame Tim.
But
everyone blame Tim.
I brought it up on a gigantic screen, and it makes it so much easier to. Because I've just got it all right here, in front of my face. Yeah,
that's cool.
So it's in that regard, it's pretty fucking cool. There's a lot of neat little things that you can do with it.
Yeah, that is true. It's really fun, man. I enjoy it very much.
Chad, I will say that don't try to play VR poker in the bathtub.
Ooh, what?
Well, I mean, I wanted to relax in a nice bath. Because not the Airbnb, but we stayed at bed and breakfast.
Okay.
And they had a little jacuzzi tub, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna put on a big, watching TV or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna play some poker. Well, the problem is that you lose sense of reality and where you're at, and so I know I'm in the water, and so I'm reaching to grab like the cards or whatever, and like my hand touches the water, and I'm like,
so this is how the controller stopped working.
No.
This is really how the controller.
No. The controller never hit the water.
I gotta turn it. I gotta return this thing. It sucks.
It's working now.
The controller stopped working, and now the truth comes out.
It started working just fine now today. It's working fine. I didn't get the controller wet. I'm just saying, like,
same controller. He's gonna say no.
No,
of course he's gonna say no.
No, it's not the same controller. But if it's too steamy, it gets really foggy and you can't see, and that also sucks. But I was like sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, you could just.
I never would have thought. Let me do this VR thing in the tub. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have some issues.
You can lay back.
Awareness with water, fog. Yeah,
I'm just
don't do it.
I'm just sitting there thinking, like, you could just lay back and like watch a movie while you're just like chilling. It sounds wonderful.
So but you're playing poker. That's not chilling.
I tried to play poker. I wanted to see.
So the cool thing is that, I mean, if you're watching, obviously, I don't think you can play poker and then watch something at the same time. But I did that whenever I was watching stuff on YouTube, and I had Gilmore Girls on the TV, and so I was able to like put the YouTube screen underneath the TV and like put it to the 75-inch screen or 85-inch screen that I have. Why am I saying that? Somebody can come rob me.
What's that? What's the address?
That
20-inch screen that I have.
Was it Wagon Wheel or something like that you live on?
But I was like watching and then looking down at YouTube while I was doing two things. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the augmented reality it's fuzzy. It's not quite.
The cameras make it like convenient. So like if like Tammy's talking and I'm playing poker, I just double tap the screen and then pass through mode. I can see everything. It's also clear enough to where I can almost read my texts. Like when I'm like,
I think if you made the text like really big.
Yeah, you could. But I could still like see the screen and like, and also you can like watch NBA arena and watch games like.
Which I'm looking forward to that. It's like your courtside stuff.
It's really, that'd be pretty neat. A lot of fun. But yeah, no, kids are fucking still assholes. So I mean,
they
do dumb shit.
Chad, do you have anything going on for the past 2 weeks that we?
Man, I actually did a lot of things. I wrote them down because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking forget this shit. So a couple weeks ago, Sarish got us tickets to Hyenas. They give out free tickets. She you
just got to get like a drink or something like that.
Yeah. It was for Jamie Kennedy. So
we
got to see.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna see. Did you bring the?
I was gonna bring it, but we were kind of running late because we were doing like back-to-back shit all day, and so we barely made it. In fact, like they let us in, and I think we were the last. It was 2 and 2 behind us. We were the last 4 in. They packed this room so full. It was obnoxiously full. But as we walk into Hyenas, there's this old guy, this balding dude. He's like takes off his hat and put his hat back on. He's like, hey, where am I supposed to go? And then he's like, there's the elevator. He's like, he kind of turns around. He turns around again. He's like, can I just take the stairs? I'm like, that's fucking Jamie Kennedy right there. What the hell? He just looked so old. But sure enough, he just like walked right past us.
Bald?
Yeah, he's like balding up top quite a bit, just kind of like long hair, and yeah, I mean he wore a hat, but
don't meet your heroes. That's what I always say.
It was a show.
Yeah, was it an experience?
It was an experience. I will say. I mean, I didn't have any.
Would you say it was the Jamie Kennedy experience?
Yeah, I think so,
right.
man. And something else is like I haven't been to a comedy show in a while, and ever since
neither.
like Matt Rife, people just want to heckle. So people were heckling the whole time.
Were they really?
Yeah. And he's just like, hey, I'll joke with you for a little bit, and then I'll talk about your titties a little bit, and then making a black joke over here. And he just kind of, he did so much like crowd work on almost like accident. Like he wasn't even good at it really. But then he's like, all right, I guess I got to get to the show. We're like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? It's just like he didn't know where he was. It almost was like he was on drugs. Like he just did not know. The show was good. I enjoyed it, but it was not what I expected, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's your favorite scary movie?
No, but people would just yell out movies, like all these random movies, because he's been in a ton. Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's always fun when people just yell your line of work at you. Okay, truck driver, you know what I mean? Like, oh, convenience store worker. And he's just like yelling, and it was kind of funny-ish, but like not that funny, you know?
He was really meaning some stuff there.
Yeah. No, everything that he had, it did seem like very angry. There was a lot of anger. And of course, this is also the week of the election, so there was a lot of that tied
Then we find
into
out he's checked himself into
shit.
rehab.
I wouldn't doubt it. It was a weird show, but it was fun. It was entertaining. Then we went to go check out the new bar. I can't remember the name of it. It's across from Thompson's. There's a new cocktail bar. The place was packed. It was really cool. It was nice. I don't remember the name of it. Went to a kids' baseball game. Stark invited me to Arthur's baseball team. And honestly, that was more entertaining than the Jamie Kennedy show. Watching these kids.
Y'all do shots?
No.
You got to make a game out of it.
That would have been fun. It was also a Monday night. No excuse, I guess. But so watching these kids like go nuts, it was fun. I mean, they were actually pretty good for being, 5, 6 years old. I don't know kids' ages, but they were young, and they were doing fairly well.
I thought Arthur was like 12 by now.
No. Well, like I said, I'm not good with kids' ages. I don't think so.
Arthur's graduated.
Maybe
here.
7 or 8, 70 or 80. I don't know. All right. And then this weekend we had Leon Bridges and Charlie Crockett, which was an amazing show.
So was that your first time seeing Charlie?
No.
No.
No, we saw him at Panther Island.
Yeah, at like the 4th year anniversary of Panther Island Brewing.
Definitely not your first time seeing
Leon. No, this is like my 4th or 5th time, I think. Yeah. Hell of a show. Packed out the place. There's like a handful of people just within my section that we knew. Saw Tom walk by. He was on the floor. Messaged him. It was good to see him, even though didn't get to talk to him. Yeah. But they did a lot of stuff for Leon. Like they called it Leon Day. November 15th was Leon Day.
Leon Bridges Way.
They put the street sign up. It was just really cool.
It needs to be permanent, honestly.
Yeah,
it needs to be permanent.
And then he brought Abraham Alexander up, and it was just like an all out Fort Worth love show, and the place was completely sold out.
I heard that. Yeah,
it was so good. Got a couple shirts and a poster and stuff, but yeah, it was fun. I was a little drunk at the show because I went with JD to lunch, and it never really just ends at lunch.
Yeah, with JD,
but at least you were drunk before you got there because man, Dickie's pricing.
Yeah, we still spent, I don't know, between the merch and the drinks and
like $300
snack, it was like $200, I think. Yeah. It was not cheap.
Because merch ain't cheap, baby.
No.
Merch ain't cheap.
And I'm okay with spending money on merch because, the artists, they don't make a whole lot of money off their streams, which is what everybody's listening to these days.
Yeah.
They make
money
on
the shows, though.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Hey, man, that golf playing,
but not as much. But not as much as you would think. Because Dickie's charges a premium.
But I think that Dickie's, I could be wrong, but I think Dickie's is probably one of his biggest shows, like biggest venues to sell out. Like I know that he sold out like Red Rock and things like that, which is awesome.
Which, by the way, he performs there in May in Red Rocks.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back.
He's going to do, he's doing Colorado Springs and then Red Rocks.
I have the poster from when I saw him last time with Abraham Alexander. Yeah, it was a good show. And then the day after, we went to breakfast. Never been to Blue Mound Cafe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's like right up y'all's alley.
They got really good, they have really good scrambles.
Is it like old people food?
Yeah. It's like a diner.
It's like Westside Cafe.
Where's that?
It's over there off of
Blue Mound.
It's Belknap.
No, Blue Mound.
Well, it's, north on Blue Mound.
Blue Mound's the original one. They've got multiple, but obviously Blue Mound Cafe... Blue Mound.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's right off of 820 and Blue Mound, like where
the
like when you're kind of going towards the train tracks
liquor
or whatever.
Store's like right over there.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, but it was fantastic. I haven't had like breakfast food that wasn't brunch in a very long time.
I go to the River Oaks Cafe to get my breakfast.
They have really good. We've gone a couple times and I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
I almost went to Ginger Brown's.
Oh,
we were this close. I haven't been there in so long, but I don't know if it'd be the same without the cigarette smoke gone. You know what I mean?
It's actually better, I think.
You can taste the food.
I think, yeah.
I want to have some cigarettes in my cinnamon roll, I think. No, I'm
I should make it happen for you.
And so we did that, and then we went to the Shaq's Base All-Stars all night. It was fucking amazing.
Was it both days you go? Or
it was just one day. It was just a full day.
Well, then somebody else was performing that next night because holy fuck. Like, you can hear Panther Island from the house.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it the Saturday night from the house.
Saturday was wild. There were so many people. I've never been to, like, we went to that one under the bridge thing in Dallas.
I'm going to tell you, that's not
mad decent. Yeah.
You're saying Saturday was wild. There were so many people.
Yeah.
It did not sell nearly as much as what Ubby Dubby does.
See, I want to go to Ubby Dubby now.
Okay.
I really am into this, like, dude, like just the vibes. And someone that used to work for me a long time ago, they used to go to EDM festivals all the time. They're like, you know, people are so nice and welcoming, and they just love one another, and it's fun. And like they might get in the pit a little bit, but they're going to pick you up and have a good time. Kind of like some of the stuff you talk about with like
on the metal scene,
your music. Yeah. But like I had never witnessed it firsthand. People were giving us like little trinkets and gifts and being super sweet. And like I don't know how many compliments we got on our like light up shoes, our like 90s attire that we came in with off of Temu. Like people were just like so fucking sweet.
I got some bracelets. I did the whole like I can't remember what they call it where you do the whole hand thing and transfer the bracelet. Yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 bracelets from last time I worked out there. You know, I was actually working it, and people were.
Dude, we got to go to one together, and I wanted this one to be it. I know it always
we got to make it
works out, but maybe we should do Ubby Dubby. I don't know. It was just so much fun.
I'll work one day, and then I'll go one day.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go watch Fatboy Slim on the day before my birthday.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And that's in the Silo at Dallas, and you know, I just want to hear. Fatboy Slim has been on my bucket list for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, there was a lot of really good artists. I don't know a lot of DJs, and you know, but all the music was great. There was a second stage. We went over to the second stage, and there was this like big dude with overalls.
Was it Shaq?
No, it was not. But it looked like the guy from what's that Canadian comedy show that we like?
Letterkenny.
Yeah, he kind of looked like the guy from Letterkenny. Yeah. And his like fucking overalls and shit. And he was a DJ, just big dude. And then I look over, and Shaq is like 2 feet from me with his hoodie on, just like getting it. And I'm like, holy shit. And then Shaq goes the other direction, gets in the pit, and starts like throwing some people around. I'm like, holy shit, this is so much. And I couldn't get over there quick enough. I wanted to. I was like, I want to be in a pit with Shaq. That would be so legit. Either way, I got to be really close with him. It was neat. We did the VIP, ticket, so we were close enough to be able to see him. Saw Jake Paul come up, which is the night after the fight. It was just like in the middle of the set, he just kept bringing up random people. He's like, hey, come on up. And it's like Jake Paul. And then he's like, come on up. It was somebody else. And I was like, holy shit, how many people are back there? But yeah, it was a great time. It was just a phenomenal experience. And I brought y'all some gummies, some like Shaq's XL gummies. It's like his head. Just like a big Shaq head gummy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring him in a couple weeks. I was so like flustered to get over here that I forgot them. But next time, they're good. They're great. But yeah, that's about it. We put up Christmas stuff last night, so we're
oh, fuck you, man! It's not time yet.
Well, we didn't put up like the outside lights or the second tree, just like some of the
tree. The first tree. The first tree's up.
The first tree,
but the second tree's not.
Well, we got the living room tree, not the like front door.
Day after Thanksgiving, that's when Christmas stuff goes up.
I'm trying to hunt all of next week. Anytime that I've got off,
but you are trying to hunt.
I'm trying to get that hunt on. So. That's where I'll be. I'm not going to be.
I got you. That's fine. Leave it to Sarish. That's what she should be good at.
Watch it. Whoop that ass. She's going to whoop that. All right, Javier, what have you been up to the past couple of weeks?
I can't even remember. Fuck. Obviously, the fight happened this weekend. That was cool. What else?
Did you watch it on Netflix?
Yeah, we watched it.
I watched it on TikTok.
Me and Anthony were like, what the fuck's going on? There's a bare ass on the TV. It was Mike Tyson's ass. What else? Me and Lance recorded at
Hoppin'.
Hoppin'.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was you came out, you and Sarah came out, and it was a lot of fun. Went to 2 lanes after, had some drinks and some pizzas. Place always goes hard with the pizza.
That food is so good. I sleep on it. I forget about it, but the food's so good.
Dude, the debris fries?
Yes.
And they had tots, and they have obviously cheese bread and pizza is fucking great.
You know what the pizza kind of reminds me of, but better, is cafeteria pizza from high school. It kind of has that like just flat, not even a real pizza slice. There's topping from end to end. There's no actual crust. It's just like
just like a square piece. Just,
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Except it tastes obviously way fucking better.
Yeah. So that was good. Man, Cowboys suck ass. Didn't do any of that shit. Man, I really wanted to go to Joseph Neville's show that last Saturday, 2 Saturdays back. Nephew's birthday shit happened, and then we were also tired from it's been a week. Other than that, man, it's been pretty chill.
It's hard to hit everything up. There's been so much stuff going on, man.
Especially nowadays, like not nowadays. Right now, it's kind of just like there is like so much going on. We're old, and it's kind of hard to like fit stuff into life.
I already wish I was in bed right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I love you guys, but I'd much rather be home right now.
Oh man, like even sleeping too. Like
Tim wraps it up.
All right, and that's it. That's it.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like other.
You say bed, I'm down, man.
You know,
We're gonna share bed or what?
Hey,
okay, we're gonna
count
get some
me in.
good sleeping.
Keep the hat on, bitch.
So obviously we changed the schedule. So we're going to start doing an episode every 2 weeks now. So those that don't know, we'll be going on live every 2 weeks. Kind of just a way to, give yourself time to rest and relax.
You need a little break for a little
Give
while.
us a little breaky break, and even like, hey, it could change. It's never.
Doesn't mean that we won't go to every 3 weeks.
Look, man, our favorite people like all
once
have
every
done
2
this.
months, you know what I mean?
You
Like
know,
maybe we'll do once a year. Who knows? We're gonna stay alive.
Do I miss the Forever Reckless Girls? Absolutely. I miss seeing, and Robin. I miss hearing her too, and our friends too at the
podcast crews are a dying breed.
Yeah, I know. You just got a
Just a
couple
handful
that
of us
are
left.
and we're still here, so we're not going anywhere. We ain't going nowhere, bitch. Fuck y'all.
Speak for yourself,
Fuck
man.
y'all
I might be
hating
going.
ass bitches.
I might be going
Ain't no
somewhere. I
haters.
don't know.
I want to see if we can do this whole like AI VR goggle
We're gonna try
like,
that too.
shows.
That's gonna be fun.
How cool! Like I don't know enough about it. Like y'all probably already know a lot more about it. But
I don't know,
Could we
man.
do a VR like a VR
There's
episode?
got to be a way.
We can try.
I think it'd be fun.
There's got to be a way.
But no, we got the holidays coming up, so it's big stuff happening here personally. We, got all these holiday shits and presents and going broke for these gifts. So nothing crazy happening. Man, I will say this, man.
Yeah.
No, it's
What is it? What are you gonna say?
He's forgot. He's been drinking.
Yeah.
I want to bring up something.
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead. Yeah.
All right. So we kind of hinted that we all watched the fight.
Yes.
Yes.
The butt.
Was it rigged?
No.
You're talking
He's
about
a
the biting of the
58-year-old
gloves
man.
and
He does that. He's done that forever.
he even said it. I got a biting fixation.
but he does that. That's a way to keep his like chin hidden, so that way. And you can even watch.
I don't know, man.
You can watch
I watched.
in past
I'm not
fights.
talking about that. I'm not talking about that. But I saw some moves where typically you would see. So what was his last fight? Not his last non-sanctioned
Roy
fight.
Jones in
Roy
the
Jones.
exhibition, and even then he was saying that, like Roy, he was talking. They were talking to Roy. He's like, yeah, it was a good fight. Mike's a champ. It was crazy. It never happened, but it was good. And then Mike's like, I'm fucking tired. This was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there were some moves where I'm like, either he is really slacking, or he didn't come out.
Well, people were posting videos from like 4 years ago of him training, and he was like, that's where he was doing those really quick hooks.
But I'm just
and-
saying, like, there were some moves where Jake left himself open for one of Mike's signature
Yeah, he was going a little bit slow, and
No, don't go yet. Don't go yet, Teresa. Don't go yet.
but yeah. So I think that I don't know. I don't think it was rigged. I think that Jake Paul could have whooped his ass. Like
Yeah.
Jake Paul could have knocked him out
Well,
easily.
Jake Paul's coming in and saying that he didn't go as hard.
He didn't. You can see
You
it.
could tell.
You can tell. He didn't.
He's much slower than he normally is because Tyson is slow. But with that being said, if they were going for punch, just like I punch you, you punch me, I punch you, you punch me, I think that Tyson would have knocked his ass out.
That's how they should do it.
Just like, I know, boxing, after watching UFC for a little bit and stuff like that, boxing is not as entertaining to me anymore.
No.
It's just all about evading. It's like,
Boxing-
not how hard you can punch, it's how much you can not get punched.
Boxing is
Mayweather's
chess.
always been the way he rolls out of those punches.
Right.
And so, that's honestly, that's how it's supposed to be.
I
Boxing
get it. It's
is
just
chess.
boring. It's all running. It just seems like it's You know, it's not like UFC where it's in your face.
Yeah, with boxing, if you can let's see if I can spit it out. Tire somebody out.
Yeah.
You know, go the full 8 rounds and use as little energy as you possibly can, and tire them out, and then you get them to the point where they're so tired that they make a mistake.
The ladies were in the center of the ring fighting like it was like a fucking brawl. They fought heavier and harder.
I've always liked watching like the lighter weight classes fight because they seem to go faster. And I was like that with UFC. But I'm with you. Watching UFC, you watch them and they just, I mean, some brutal hits. Right. And I watch boxing and I'm like, it's like watching a chess match. Or it's like watching golf. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. It's just not like...
It's better when you're drinking.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Or it's probably better when you're there, too.
Absolutely, 100%.
I didn't watch any of the other fights. The
undercard was worth it.
Because they were all during the Leon concert. So when I got home, like as soon as we got home, I turned on the TV and the Jake Paul fight started. So I missed all of those, but I heard you said they were.
It was
great.
amazing. It was the best part. Honestly, it was free. But like those undercards, the 2 fights before were the most electric, like great fights. Like they were toe to toe. You didn't know who was going to win. It was amazing. So real quick before Teresa goes to sleep, I want to give a shout out to Amplify 817. They came out with their list of 10 artists that are now on the music library platform on their website. Quick shout out. I'm going to go ahead and throw these out to Black Market Garden, one of their artists, Carolina Imperial. D-Flow is a friend of the boys over there at fuck man, I haven't heard of them in a long time, but they
get your words out, dude.
Come on, brain. Anyways,
get your words out.
D-Flow,
that's the problem.
Natalie Robles, Rebel Flor, the Vintage Yell, Tips and Obermiller, Tom Sless, Xavier Second, is that, and then LIYM. I'm not sure if it's just the acronym or Liam.
It's probably
maybe
Liam.
It's Liam. And of course, returning artist Cherry Mandis, JOE, the homie, Keegan McEnroe, Panoramic Duo, and Simon Flory. So shout out to you guys. Welcome to the Amplify 817 family, and
Trend,
also
the Trend guys,
and the Trend boys.
Is that what you're talking about? Is that the guy?
Are you talking about Trend?
I'm talking about Amplify.
You're talking about
No, who's D-Flow?
No, I was talking about
Fostepco or
No. That was a podcast. I was going to say for Verkless. No, not RAP. Yeah, much love to them boys too. Johnny, congrats on the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Felpod. Oh yeah, where have you been, Sam?
Fel Podcast has still been kicking it.
We say podcast and he arrives. I'm here,
dude.
No, Fel's been kicking it for.
I'm sorry, my brain is shutting down.
I'm so confused.
I don't know, but we need to.
He did your video, your Get Blitzed.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
He wasn't a TFTI guy.
TFTI.
Was he?
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
TFTI.
Right.
They know D-Flow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like
lyrical, like they know D-Flow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I got what you're saying.
That took me a minute to connect those.
My brain was shutting down. I didn't know what the hell's going on. It's this goddamn liquor. You know, my wisdom tooth hurts like a bitch. So shout out to everybody on the Amplify 817 crew. Congratulations. And we can't wait to hear more of you. We're going to make the list here for TFP playlist 3.0. So we can't wait for that. Much love to you guys.
So apparently, JOE's got this Black Friday party coming from the chat over at Dr. Jekyll's in, I think it's in Arlington, right? Black Friday IPA called Shiesty. Nice.
Oh, is that the one he's been working with? He's been creating the
I guess
brew?
so.
Yeah, he's making his own beer.
Yeah, she said, releasing a collab. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah, so go over there to Dr. Jekyll's.
Back in the day, Dr. Jekyll was only a brew shop. Like you can only it wasn't even a bar or anything like that. And you just got to buy for home brewers. You got to buy Pantego. That's right. So it's kind of like Arlington.
It's Arlington
ish
adjacent.
Yeah. But yeah, cool spot.
Man, I have a fear of going into Pantego.
Why?
Pantego and DWG, Dow Worthington Gardens. Those cops don't fuck around.
I wouldn't mind living in Pantego. I've been looking at some houses out there.
They scare me.
Why?
Dude, I'm telling you, they don't fuck around. Them and Mansfield cops used to be pretty rough. I don't know how they are now.
Huh.
But I had some run-ins, I had some run-ins
with Arlington PD. But man, shout out to them for letting this drunk boy back to his dorm.
I got my first speeding ticket from Arlington PD. I also got my first civil rights violation by Mansfield. So
what? I had one
yeah,
of those.
dude. They illegally searched my car whenever I was like 17 years old. I was out fishing. I was fishing in some park, and we go to leave. And as I'm leaving, 2 Mansfield cops pull in, and they had gotten reports of somebody doing something. It was not me. I was out fishing with my buddy that lived down in Kennedale, and next thing I know, they were searching my vehicle, and I was like, "Are y'all allowed to do that?" And they were like, "We're allowed to do whatever we want." So yeah, that's my first violated my civil rights.
Damn, that sucks.
What a bunch
It
of
does
pricks.
suck. So I stay away from Mansfield. I stay away from Mansfield. I stay away from Pantego. I stay away from Dallas and the Gardens. Albeit those two, the last two, I was, I would speed through there and do all sorts of. They're like Westworth Village cops.
Yeah.
They're out to get you. They want to make that money.
Oh yeah, they pulled me over once and searched my truck. I was like a block away from the house.
Westworth pulled Jesse over one time, just to get
her number.
No, to get
What up, girl?
You gave her a ticket for not having her front license plate.
Oh, River Oaks does the same shit.
Man,
Fuck them, River Oaks.
You're supposed to have your front license plate.
yeah.
In
man.
River Oaks, you are. You get pulled
Well,
over.
in Texas, it's like it's a state. Yeah,
If you ain't got nothing to do, you pull people over for that.
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
All right. Anyways,
So,
let's,
did y'all
get
hear
back-
about the Michelin star Texas thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I did hear about that. That we've got how many now?
We got some local spots
Yeah.
that were
Recognized.
including
Birria Cortez.
Birria Cortez, which is great. It is great. Like, that place is really fucking good.
Yeah, I think Jamie went over there last week, right? Christy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But, like, yeah, they got the big birria, like
Yeah.
Mexican pizza thing, or it's basically just it's
I go
fantastic.
there. I've gone there several times now. It's right there off of Rosedale and 287.
Yeah, on your way up to Wesleyan.
Fucking delicious.
It's great. And then who else? Panther City Barbecue, of course.
Yeah, shout out to them, the boys over there.
Yeah, they were fantastic. And then who else? I want to say there was a couple more. I know that like Goldie's was recognized. There was like some shout outs too, right? Like I don't understand the whole Michelin
The
star
stars
thing.
are one thing. The recognition is another. Like they're recognized, Michelin recognized locations.
Because I don't think there was any DFW stars.
No, not actual stars.
Yeah, I think
but
Michelin
recognition.
Michelin did a shout out for me too.
It's like, hey, thanks for getting our tires, boy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like actual stars though in Houston and Austin.
I think didn't Law get something?
Yeah, La Barbecue.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, they got one. Yeah, a lot of really cool shout outs at places that we've been, places that we enjoy.
Places that we
cool.
want to go to.
Yeah, and places that add
We
them
haven't
to
gone
the
to
list.
yet. Yeah.
So, pretty sweet.
Yeah, I
Cool to
think
see
that's
Texas get some love finally on that list.
Yeah, and it's cool to see some of the barbecue joints getting that.
That's true.
That's a big thing, and I'm ready for it. I want a Michelin star barbecue joint.
I mean, they have it now.
Like I'm talking about here.
La Barbecue
I'm
was,
talking about
Michelin
here. I'm talking about
star.
here in Fort Worth.
One
Michelin.
star. One star is Barley Swine over there in Austin. Craft Omakase, it's a Japanese place. Hestia, it's American style food. Interstellar got a star.
Did they go by the?
Interstellar got a star.
Did they go by the Star Buffet?
What's Interstellar?
Did they check
Interstellar
that out?
Barbecue
Oh, okay.
in Austin.
Did they check out Star Buffet over off of 183 here?
I don't think so.
That
Asian Star.
Yeah, Asian Star. They've already got a star. So I mean, it only
It's
makes
one
sense.
star. They got a 1 star.
It only makes
I think
sense.
that's a review, buddy. I think that's a review. Law Barbecue got a 1 star.
And Leroy and Lewis Barbecue also got a star. That place popped up on one of the foodie shows that I like, and I tried to go last time I went to Austin, but we ran out of time.
In Dallas, Tatsu's the only one that got. It's a Japanese.
Yep.
In here in Dallas,
I'm ready for. Fort Worth needs one.
Yeah, I mean, like this kind of opened the gates a little bit, I think so.
Didn't Smoke and Ash barbecue get recognition?
I don't know.
Dude, I've been wanting
one
to
of
go,
the Ethiopian.
I've been wanting to go to Smoke and Ash for a while. It's out in Arlington. It's a whole Ethiopian barbecue place.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. It sounds great. Lance and I've been talking about it. I think we should make a little trip there.
Then Mixedly or Meatly, I don't really know how it's pronounced, if the X is silent or not. But that one's in San Antonio, and Sarish knows one of the owners, which is weird, randomly. Another barbecue, Corkscrew Barbecue in Spring. Daidu, the place that you and I went to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I took Sarish there too. That place is fantastic.
Yeah.
You get it recognized or
No, they got a star.
Nice.
It's a place that does like a lot of Nilgai, and the guy's a hunter. and he
I
does
know
a lot
about
of
that
like
place.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's all kind of like like you're
Robin
saying.
was talking all
Robin
about it.
loves it.
We
Yeah,
had
they
a great brunch over there.
Yep. Immer and rye, and I think that's it. So yeah, pretty cool for Texas.
I'm here for it. So I got a couple of little video clips I want to play, and I want to get your boys' thought process or what y'all think about this. So
Okay.
let me
Spit in my mouth and spit in my what? No, how?
let me pull this up here.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, candies.
Yeah, we still have
yeah, we
we still have candies. Yeah.
If we're gonna have to listen to video,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
have a
Oh
pop.
my god.
I'm trying to get it to work, and it just.
Anywho,
okay, there it
man,
is.
what a crazy! Like, I can't believe we're already a week away from Thanksgiving. It's crazy.
Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Thanksgiving.
so have you heard the new clip from Mel Gibson?
What?
What?
So Mel Gibson's making the rounds again. So I found this. It's basically someone doing a podcast, and then they played the clip of Mel Gibson. So you're going to hear a little bit of that first, but then you're going to hear Mel Gibson's phone call with his girlfriend.
Okay.
If you guys haven't heard the secret recording of Mel Gibson losing his mind at his girlfriend, you need to hear this.
You're not lying to me about fake.
I've never have.
Yes,
It's
Where is it, Tim? What happened?
the 5G. It's not working. AT&T, you suck.
Hi, I got T-Mobile.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
His mind at his girlfriend, you need to hear this.
you're not lying to me about fake.
I've never have.
Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You lied to me before.
What? I didn't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I never lied about this.
I don't lie. Who cares? So they look ridiculous. Get rid of them. Why don't you? Anyway,
That's not none of your business what
it
they
is.
look like.
It is. They look stupid. I'm just telling you. It's just an appraisal. Keep them if you want. Look stupid. See if I give a. But they're too big and they look stupid. They look like some Vegas. They look like a Vegas.
Come on.
And you go around sashaying around in your tight clothes and stuff. I won't stand for that anymore.
I don't walk around. I don't
want
walk.
to be that.
I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most
You
of
go
the
out
time.
in public and it's a embarrassment to me. You look like a heat. And if you get by a pack of it'll be your fault.
Whoa, hey, man, fucking. This is not new, right? This is the one from a long time ago, right?
I don't know.
I think this is the one from a long time ago because this sounds a lot like, unless he is a hardcore fucking racist. So I mean,
So I've never heard. I never heard the old one.
it sounds like it.
Okay, so I never heard the old. Well, it's resurfaced again. It's making its rounds.
Wow. It's pretty fucked.
That's why he was canceled for the longest time.
Is he still canceled though?
I mean, he's in movies with fucking Will Ferrell, and
That's true.
I mean, I guess he's still.
But he apparently he's not a fan of fake boobs.
Look,
Who
man,
would have thought?
a titty is a titty is a titty, says I.
It seems like more than anything, he's just an over
Oh, you're
protective
right.
piece of shit.
On the group chat, Gladys says that the last one was to a female cop.
So this
Yeah.
is new.
No, this. It was. He was talking to his girlfriend, but he spoke to a female cop, also with this kind of like shit.
Got it.
And so, yeah, that guy's a hardcore fucking racist.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, now
Isn't he the one that did the something to
Lethal
Christ?
Weapon and Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he do Passion of the Christ?
an
That makes sense.
apocalyptic.
Apocalypto.
Yeah.
It
So
never fails.
There was
Hey, he called her sugar tits. He called her sugar tits.
Jesus.
so a TikToker recently got a hotel, and it's supposed to have a room with a window.
Okay.
And the room with the window looked from the ads. It looked great. Everything looked great. Everything looked wonderful. They get to their room, and they open the window, and it looks directly into a restaurant with a table literally next to the window. So they go out, like they've got. There's a video of this where they're opening they open up the curtain and they're looking and watching two people have lunch.
Is it a Carl's Jr.?
It's not a bit. Like I thought it was a bit. I thought it was like I think you should leave or something like that. You know, one of those.
Did they
shows.
also have dinner or like lunch like next to the window?
No,
and
no, no.
just, like-
So they go outside to look. They end up going into where the restaurant is.
Yeah.
And they've got some sort of film, so you can't see in. Like, so nobody can see in. It's like one way. So the people they're eating have no idea that that's a window to a bedroom, essentially.
Is it like mirror?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
So I want to ask: Would you stay in that room
if I could see people eating?
No, I mean, yeah.
And they can't see me.
They can't see you.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Is it creepy too? Because I feel like that'd be a fun like social experiment. Just kind of like that's like Uber people watching. Like that's the top tier people watching.
I think it is too.
It's like that one Vince Vaughn movie where he's on a work trip and he has to go to Europe, and they don't have money, so he has to stay like in a art installation called American like Office Worker, and it's like a clear box, and people are just watching him like work. And then it's funny, but
okay. But would you be mad like whenever you first get to the room? Because the pictures that they showed, like what the room was supposed to look like, it's supposed to have a beautiful view that overlooked like whatever city it was. It was like New York, and it definitely does not.
What if the restaurant came after? What if it was just a before picture?
I think
they're not lying.
I kind of think it was a before picture.
It's like,
but
hey.
I think you should update your site a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just my thought.
This is weird. I'm thinking about it now. Gladys says people with fetishes for people eating. I just imagine a man just like hunched over, one arm on the glass, watching somebody eat, and just like going to town. It's really weird.
It's strangely bizarre. Like
I couldn't do that.
I would. I think I could stay there. I don't think Jesse would be able to stay there.
All right, hold on. 2 questions. So one, would you stay in the hotel room? Yes.
I would try to get a discount.
I would, but is there a way for me to cover like the people eating?
Yeah, they have a curtain.
There's
Yeah,
curtains?
you can pull the curtain back and you can watch,
So
or
you
you
get to see when you want
That's
to.
fine. Yeah.
All right. Question 2.
to see when you want to. And when you don't, you just close the curtain. You don't
just
have to
open it for a quick peep show
Like,
and you're good to go.
I just want to watch him eat a little bit of Carl's Jr. and then close.
Oh,
it.
you can open the. But here's the other thing: is you can open the window.
What?
Yeah. So you
Like,
can.
does it go up or out?
It like folds open, so you can open the window, and like while people are like not looking, you could, if you had the window popped open just enough, reach out there and grab yourself a little bite to eat.
All right. Would you, knowing that window mirror is a window to a room, would you eat at that table?
Would I eat at that table?
Yeah. If they sat you down and like, hey, this is the only table we've got available for 2 hours, would you want to sit here?
How hungry am I?
You're very hungry.
If I'm very hungry,
You just got off a flight. You forgot to eat breakfast.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat there. And I'm gonna stare directly into that.
Just like eat and stare at yourself in the mirror, like watch yourself eat.
You're gonna see me pick up the people on the other side.
It's like a bird feeder. It's like they got that clear square right there, and it's like to put the food there, and you're like, oh fuck, and you're eating hot dogs, and it's just like.
So the people on the other side are gonna see me pick up my chair, and I'm gonna then face it directly to where Javier is the window, and I am staring directly where I think his eyes are, and I'm going to shovel food into my gullet.
That would be fucking awesome. I want to get that room just so you can go eat, and I want to record the whole thing. Honestly, they could sell that hotel room. They need to get better marketing because they could go, hey, do you like to watch people eat? Come on into our room with this window. Like, that's going to be weird enough where people want to stay there anyway.
We won't
like
shame your fetishes.
Straight to the point, man.
Yeah.
It's like cuck for food.
That's a tagline, though. It's a tagline.
Are you a cuck?
Are you a cuck for food?
You know we are. Come join us at the Excalibur.
Yeah. So,
Fucking Excalibur.
I don't know. So, would you try to get that? Would you try to get your money back though? Like, or would you try to get a discount?
No, I would laugh it off. I might record it. I would send it to you guys as a video. I don't think I would have ever posted it.
It's for the gram. It's for not for the gram, but for the what is it? I
gotta pee.
I can't remember what they call it. It's man, brain's not working. It's for the bit. It's for the bit.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I would enjoy it. I think I would make fun of it. Like, you got to take those kind of experiences with what they are.
Okay.
Fucked up, weird situations.
All right. So with that,
Yeah.
I want to jump into Airbnb for a second because we've talked about Airbnb previously about how we've heard videos or seen videos or whatever.
There's
where people
definitely
are hiding
cameras in them, or there's people hiding in the walls. Yeah.
They've got a room that they've sealed off so nobody knows, and it's like billing as the whole place, right?
Right.
All right. So this lady, she had a weekend getaway with some teacher friends. She's a school teacher. They all went to this Airbnb, and after everything was over, she gets hit with this bill for like $18,000.
Fuck.
They're saying that there was all this damage in the bathroom. The bathtub was damaged. There was a whole bunch of shit damaged, right? Well, she's like, we're a bunch of teachers. We didn't have a wild, crazy party. We didn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Airbnb saying I mean, they got the pictures to prove that there was damage, and so they're trying to uphold that, right? They're refusing, so it's going to have to go small claims court. But what it seems like, the guy is wanting them to bankroll his remodel because they got the house up for sale. The house is up for sale. So wanting to remodel the bathroom.
That's fucked.
One of the pictures that they showed was of the bathtub, and it's clearly, you could see there was a sledgehammer that was taken to the bathtub because it's like punctures a hole. So with that, we've heard these bad things about Airbnb. Like, I'm still probably going to stay in Airbnb.
Of course, yeah.
But are we at a point now that it's kind of like where we cut the cord, and now we had to buy all the channels back,
right?
To where we probably should just get back on cable again. Are we at a point now where it makes more sense probably to just get a hotel room?
I always weigh my options. I always look at both. I think yes. Like this Friday, I'm going down to Waco, hang out with Danny. We looked at Airbnbs. It didn't make sense. We just got a hotel. You know what I mean? Like unless you've got a big group of people, or you're going to somewhere like Broken Bow or something like that, and you want to get a cabin, you just got to see the price. What makes more sense?
Yeah.
Unless you have something really cool. Some of the Airbnbs are just cool. You
like
know
the
what I mean?
new, like some of the cool, and then they got some of the cool like not excursion ones, but like the.
Oh, what?
Well, I mean,
what
like
did I walk into, by the way?
Airbnb.
We're talking about Airbnb.
So okay, just to recap, because Javier had to relieve the
weasel.
Okay.
Lady has a bunch of her lady friends. They all get an Airbnb. They're teachers or whatever. They leave. Nothing crazy happens, and the lady who booked it gets a bill for $18,000 because they're claiming damage. And it looks like the guy's just trying to bankroll his remodel of his bathroom because he's putting the house up for sale. All right. So my question is, because you got shit like that, and you as the consumer is not really protected. So number one, I feel like you need to go in with a video after. And this has got me thinking this now. Go in and video what it looks like whenever I get there. Video what it looks like whenever I leave. Okay, that way I've got proof, because Airbnb, the last I heard was they were upholding the guy's claim that they owe money. Yeah.
That.
So we do that at the shop. Customer drops their car off. We take pictures as soon as they drop off around the car, like four corners, damage, anything we might spot, mileage in the bin. Same goes for our loaner car. We do the same thing. I tell the customers the same thing. I'm going to record video, and I'm going to take pictures of the entire car. If you don't, and there's damage that's not on there, then I'm going to call your insurance. I'm going to put it on your insurance, and they're going to pay for the repairs. You're more than welcome to do it, but I'm telling you right now, this is what I'm doing. I suggest you do the same thing. I had that happen once with a TCU student. The same shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I didn't know how that happened. Understandably, but I told you to take your pictures, right? Yeah. Let's look at our pictures. It wasn't there, but I didn't do it. I'm like, well, it's still there. I still have to go through your insurance. They still have to pay for the day.
Yeah, so you might not have done it, but
someone else did it.
Someone else
and
did
so,
it. Yeah.
Look,
I feel like we're at that point now that we're gonna, like, you gotta protect your ass.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what got me paranoid about these Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm afraid that there's people putting cameras in there because you see all those stories, and then you hear like about the people that are hiding in like a hidden room or whatever because they want to live there. And
yeah, like that other asshole on the YouTube was like, well, you can rent a room. Like, bitch, we weren't talking about that.
Yeah, we're talking directly about like putting it up as like the whole house, but there's someone hiding in there, right? So you hear stories like that, and I get it. Like, the internet perpetuates things and it puts it in your face, and so maybe it's not as frequently happening or happening as frequently as one might think,
Right.
But again, like, it's got me kind of paranoid.
I get it. Yeah. I mean, but, you know, if you're actually that scared and, you know, you could get the little camera viewers, you could take video of your place. There's, you know, just be smart.
Yeah, so
And also, I'm curious to see, like, what the rating was on this Airbnb. Because a lot of the Airbnbs I stay at are the ones like, oh, you found a gym. This place is never available. And they got, like, 4.9 stars.
that's
like
the one
that.
I try to say those too.
So you, like, want to stay at the good ones. Like, don't go to one that has 3.5 stars and only has 2 reviews. Like, that guy's out to fuck you. He's going to fuck you.
Yes.
He's going to find you.
And he's going to fuck you. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like we've gone full circle with the whole like less Airbnbs, more hotels now.
Hey, look, he's going to whip you silly and he's going to fuck you stupid.
Hey, welcome back to the conversation.
I mean, do you feel like staying in a hotel might be the better option now?
You know what, man? Kind of, because I was looking at those prices. I think for Austin, it was like, well, fuck, man. I mean, like, for that price, well, maybe we need to just stay at like a goddamn Holiday Inn or whatever. Chase, what up, dog? But yeah, I mean, sometimes it depends. Like, I mean, again, whenever you and I went to Austin, we stayed at the Holiday Inn. We didn't. It was cheap.
Yeah,
it was cheap.
I love that
on
Holiday
December.
Inn.
The one right there off of Rainy.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Fucking love it. Fucking. I mean, God forbid. I mean,
except for the one time the AC was out. Otherwise, place.
And then you might get murdered, but whatever.
But hey, look,
worth it.
I mean, they have a pool. They have a pool.
Yeah.
It's a great location, and you're right. Might get murdered.
It's walking the race.
The Rainy Street
Strangler.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. The Rainy Street Strangler,
something like that.
Yeah. But no, I think hotels, depending, again, like you said, unless you're with a big group, then it's good to have an Airbnb, obviously. But, if it's just like two of you or whatever, if you're not wanting to stay there for a good amount.
There's three of me?
Well, there's three of you. You got a real big problem because there's three Chads running around.
It could be like a whole multiplicity situation.
That's weird. You got one of them as a,
What?
One of them was that. I'm not saying it.
Excuse me?
One of them was. He was like, ah!
I think I need to go watch this movie again.
Actually, you do. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have it on Plex?
No, but I could probably find it. Okay.
He literally had one of those hats with the spinny, the propeller on top.
He did have a.
I'm Davey. Like, okay, guy.
He's got a new show out on Apple TV, and it's actually pretty good.
Which one?
It's pretty fucked up. He's like a doctor, like this psychologist talking to this kid. What's his name? What's the actor's name? I want to make
Michael
sure.
Keaton?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You're thinking.
I'm thinking of Multiplicity. You said Multiplicity. That's
Right.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Okay, I've got them mixed up. Who's the guy in City Slickers?
Oh, Billy Crystal?
Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
He's got a new show
you're right.
out.
He does. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've been watching it. We've been watching it, and it's actually really fucking good.
We're trying to find new shows to watch. We're
it.
trying to find because I want to watch
dark, eerie, but really good.
So I want to watch Supernatural.
That's not a new show.
It's not a new show, but like Gilmore Girls.
You're like we're trying to find new shows to watch, and you're just calling out old ones that you've
Yeah,
already
I know.
watched.
Like I've already watched Marvelous Miss Maisel. That was a really good show, really good, entertaining.
Okay.
Rewatched Mad Men.
We rewatched that not too long ago,
And
I forgot how it ended, and I was just like, "Oh yeah."
But we want to watch. We talked about Severance. We want to watch.
Oh, that one's so good.
We want to watch Severance and Silo because that one just
Silo's
came
good
out
too.
recently. And Apple TV's got a bunch of good shows.
It does.
All right.
Just Shrinking.
I want to ask.
Watch Shrinking. Watch Shrinking.
It's so good.
I want to ask one more.
Oh, and Landman just came out. Sorry, Tim. Sorry.
One more question.
Yes.
All right. So have y'all recently seen that Spirit Airlines took a gunshot, a couple gunshots?
Oh, in Haiti, right?
Yeah. So first off, why the fuck is Spirit Airlines flying to Haiti? Like that doesn't make any
It's
sense.
in the Caribbean, dude.
Yeah, nobody's going to Haiti right now,
Yeah, they're not going.
and they're definitely not going after what happened.
They are because the Spirit's going there.
But it took they took multiple shots.
Yeah,
Like I can't imagine being on that plane.
that's wild.
All right, so I see that happen. Now we had the one in Dallas.
Southwest.
Southwest got shot. Why it was still on the runway or taxiway.
Right.
Which that. All right, I'm gonna say I don't think it was a target. I don't think they were just shooting at the plane.
Yeah, but it's not going to be. It's not okay to just be shooting.
No, but
around
given
Dallas
given the
anyway.
area, I think that's happens
Look,
over there.
I will
Love
say
Field
this-
is not a great area.
I will say this from experience. Like
What, shooting planes?
No, not shooting planes. No. We had a shop on what's that road?
Herb,
No.
Loop 12.
No.
in Dallas.
Yeah, right when you're going into Southwest. Cedar Springs.
Cedar Springs. Okay, yeah,
Cedar
yeah, yeah.
Springs. We had a shop that was a block from the entrance of Southwest.
Yeah.
And every day we had like flights going over the shop.
Sure.
So in that area, I'm sure people can like see the plane, and you can just like shoot at it.
Well, nobody's shooting at it. This was like on the runway though. They were. It wasn't flying. It was on the taxiway.
Oh, that's weird.
Took a bullet to the cabin area. All right, so that happens, and then I just saw a video from inside of the cockpit, or not the cockpit, but the fuselage. Where the passengers are at, where someone did what they said you couldn't do, and they popped the emergency exit mid-flight.
Whoa.
Yeah, and there's. I want to know, do you get your money back for that?
You fucking better. And you
Yes.
better get like 3 free flights. Fuck that.
Because they said that's something you can never do, but someone did it.
There's a law they're passing, not about that kind of situation, because that's few and far between. But there's a law that's going to be passed that, like, when flights are delayed 3 or more hours or whatever, you're supposed to get money. You're supposed to be compensated.
Yeah.
But they always come in the form of like a coupon or a whatever. Well, there's going to be a law that already got passed. I think it just hasn't gone into effect yet, where like you're supposed to be immediately compensated with cash. Like they put it back in your bank account, not like
I want cash in hand.
Give me my cash now.
Need money
I met
now.
my destination. Give me money.
All
now.
we can give you is these Chick-fil-A coupons. They're good
Better
for
be $3,000 worth of Chick-fil-A.
They're good for 10 Chick-fil-A sandwiches and 10 My Pleasures.
Right, but only at the Chick-fil-A in Kansas City.
Yeah, only at that
my
one.
God.
It's like whenever you go and watch the Mavs win, you get Whataburger or something like that for free.
You
or
get like
whatever
Taco
it is.
Bueno.
Yeah.
You get like a Muchacho.
I mean, I've heard that like you have the option of getting the voucher or getting cash. You have to ask for it.
Yeah, I think it depends on the airline.
And it's got to be
usually it's a voucher.
And it's got to be it has to be like something their issue, not weather related or whatever. Like
Right.
because they can't control the weather. I mean, they can control the weather. Of
course they can.
They've proven that. I think to close out this whole thing, did y'all hear about the congressional hearing about aliens and where they're coming from?
I heard something about it, but
I saw something
enlighten
pop
us.
up about you
From the
UFOs
ocean.
And, what?
They're saying that they're from the ocean.
No.
That's what it was, a congressional hearing, and they're saying that they're from the ocean.
Who's they? Like, you got to be a little bit more particular.
I don't know what the dude's name is, but they're sitting before Congress saying, "Yeah, it's from the ocean."
Yeah, but if they put you before Congress, you're going to say, "Oh, I saw a ghost. It pulled on my sleeve."
But they're not going to put me. They're not going to put me in front of Congress. I don't have a good track record.
Get this man out of here, and they put a burlap sack
crazy.
over him. They start beating him
Why
with
would
a sack full of oranges.
Why would I be at a congressional hearing?
Put the hat with the spinny thing back on this man and
But
send him on his way.
They were saying, yeah, it's from the ocean, and they're saying that these aliens have been here much longer than we have.
I mean, look, dinosaurs have been here much longer than we have.
Yeah, so they're not. Dinosaurs aren't alive still.
Yes, they are. Alligators, birds.
Okay.
Birds?
Birds are dinosaurs evolved.
Where did they get the model for the raptor?
No, yeah,
On Jurassic Park.
from a bird.
Birds.
So, okay, let's kind of unravel this a little bit. So,
Birds!
if there are aliens
They're saying
underwater,
them from the yeah.
so how could this have happened? Just thinking. So, if they've been around forever, could they have been like, "Hey, let's go underwater before these asteroids hit, because the whole world's going to be taken out, and we don't have any option but to go underwater." And they've just been living there for like hundreds of thousands of millions of years.
Well, they've been coming out of the water, but that's their home. The water's their home, and they come and visit. I know. So let's put it in perspective.
Pharrell, white Pharrell, the hat. Okay. All right, got it.
See, I'm seeing Charlie Crockett. I'm seeing a lot of Charlie Crockett.
No,
in
Charlie
this man
Crockett
right
has
here.
the fitted cowboy hat that it's got the curve. It's got curves.
Yeah, it's got
to it.
curves. It's got curves.
Yeah.
This is a short person.
That's
I'm just seeing like with the
Pharrell.
beard, which
Yeah.
looks good, man.
the
The beard.
It's going away
Hey,
this
sing
way.
me Tennessee whiskey, you fucker. Sorry,
Chris
I'm so
Stapleton?
sorry.
Chris
I'm
Stapleton.
sorry.
This beard's not that
I'm
big.
sorry.
All right, just hear me out. The ocean,
It's water.
us saying that we understand what's in the ocean, is basically the equivalent of all we've looked at in it is by taking like a scoop of water and like looking and saying, "Oh, there's no life form in here." Really,
Right.
We haven't explored that much. So I'm saying, if the aliens are coming from there, I mean, they're here.
I mean, I believe it. I wouldn't. I believe it.
We spend a lot of time in the water.
I love the water.
Maybe you're an
You
alien.
do. You do.
I'm a big fan of the water.
Yeah, you could be an alien.
I
I'm
come
not
from
an
the
alien.
water.
Where's your gills at? You got gills?
I wish.
He's got chads.
He's got chads.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You know what I mean?
I don't like the way you said that.
Ocean is scary.
Yeah. See that?
Western Walter White. Oh shit! Before
What is
we,
it? I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a story before we close out. So
All right.
remind
Yeah.
me, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Remind
Go
me,
ahead.
please.
No. Go ahead.
No, I think we're about done. So
We're about done.
What's your story?
Okay, so a special congratulations. Tim.
And it's time to go, everyone.
No.
Well,
All right,
that
yeah.
was fun.
No. A special congratulations to Masanobu Sato. He's the world champion in masturbating. In 2008, he pleasured himself in front of a crowd at San Francisco's annual Masturbate-a-thon for 9 hours and 33 minutes. And has even talked to the press about his handy award-winning techniques. His girlfriend doesn't like sex, but supports him in his ambitions. In 2009, he beat, quote, his own record, extending it to 9 hours and 58 minutes. Sato has strong sponsorships with Tenga, a Japanese company that makes futuristic masturbatory tools. Manasabo Sato is also suspected to be the man behind the pen name Turbo Masturbo, who wrote the book How to Masturbate Properly, which contains 100 masturbation commandments. So congratulations to you, sir. I salute you, me and the rest of the mankinds.
Where did this come from? Did something happen today?
It was on Reddit. I'm sorry. It just popped up. It said masturbating champion.
Wow.
Masturbation world champion.
Wow.
Shout out to you, man, because you had to drink a lot of Gatorade.
Yeah, we're actually going to have him on in a couple weeks, I hear. So,
Masturbating champion.
Boys, y'all have anything else?
Well, hope everybody has a great Turkey Day. Enjoy it with your families, or enjoy it doing whatever you want to do. Live your life, because we're only a speck of dust here in this whole universe.
We're just but dust in the wind.
Just nothing but dust. I saw it on an episode of King of the Hill before I came here. You know what I'm trying to do? Just a dust in the wind. That was Boomhauer that said that.
We could tell, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find all our things at the Funky Panther and thefunkypanther.com. Call, text, leave us a voicemail. 817-677-0408. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm horny.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
the Funky Panther!
Stay hard, everyone. Stay hard.
I said horny panther.
Turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Dallas Strawberry.